Hello everybody and welcome back to Be Love, Receive Love Tarot. So today, as promised, I'm going to give you guys a little sneak peek at what my tarot readings will be like. So today, it's a little bit different than, quite a bit different from what I usually do. I've already shuffled out and gave you a 3-card spread. If you want to dive in further to this energy, you'll have to reach out to me to get a private reading. Those are not free, just so we're aware. But this is just a general idea of what's going on in your month of January. So this one's a bi-weekly reading, but it's for the month of January of 2021. But again, these are still timeless, so when you do receive this, it could be for the month that you're in at that point in time. So keep that in mind and bear with that. Now, especially now that we're on to the tarot itself, be sure to know that the energy is fluid. So I don't necessarily do cross-watching because, like you're always going to make yourself the better person, in the scenario. But I don't have a their side, your side. So the energy could be flipped, but you can't flip to and from. Like if the past doesn't fit you, then maybe it's the other person, but then that whole message is coming from the other person's perspective, not just that one card, so to speak. If you need clarity or anything, let me know. You can comment below and I might be able to help you out for free that way. But if you want an in-depth reading where I pull more cards, you will have to reach out to me for a private reading. So with that being said, I'm not going to list all the decks that I've used below today. If you want to know of any of them, just let me know what pile you were interested in, and whether it was one of the Oracle decks or the tarot decks itself, and then from there we can figure out which deck you want to know about. I will still, at the end of the read, use a little question and answer deck for you as well. But in the meantime, scammers. I won't reach out to you for a personal reading. You will have to reach out to me. However, if you do want to, my email address is tictactarot2020@gmail.com. Don't make something resonate if it doesn't resonate. Try a different pile. Or if some of it does but some of it doesn't, don't try to make what doesn't fit the shoe. So if you feel like, if I feel the energy of somebody cheating and nobody's cheated on you, or you don't know of it, don't try to force that to be the case if that's what happens. I don't want you guys to get yourself into some trouble or anxiety that is not needed. For the most part, I don't feel like I will get into that with this yet. I don't even know for sure if I have a love reading in any of these for you, so just keep that in mind. If you do like this, please comment below and we will work on maybe doing a love reading for you all. But for now, let's get started with what we have going on. So, pile 1. And you can see the deck, the card deck, because I use different decks so that just in case we have similar cards. Okay, I can show you that as well. Pile 2. Pile 3. Oh, you can't see the number there. It's the light series stack. Anyway, so let's get started. My very first time doing the tarot for you guys. Pile 1. Pardon me, I'm a little bit tired. I have my kid this week, so bear with me. First card is bittersweet. So the energy we are working with today is bittersweet. Now, you could have a birthday coming up, or celebrating somebody's birthday coming up, or you could have lost somebody around your birthday, because oftentimes that's a bittersweet energy. It just talks about, even just saying goodbye to somebody, it can be bittersweet. Maybe the holidays are over, somebody's going home, and it's you've had that celebration and you're feeling emotional because they have to go back to work or go back to wherever they came from. So there's that. Then you have priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? So the priestess, she's very intuitive. She's very grounded, and this also has Leo energy. There's 2 lions in the background as well. So with this one, I also, not only do I get the High Priestess, I get a little bit of the Queen of Wands. So you might have Leo in your chart. Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius with the Queen of Wands, but definitely Leo. Now I feel with this card, she's got a snake on her head. To me, whenever I see a snake, I think of people that are kind of sneaky and don't have your best interest at hand, and it's kind of on the crown chakra. So you may be intuitive. You may have come to this reading to ask about somebody, whether or not they have the best intentions for you, or if they are a snake in some sense. So we will possibly see that in the read. And then new moon in Cancer. So you might be a Cancer, but this is you and your loved ones are safe. So that, again, with that snake, I'm really feeling like you're worried that you could be harmed by this person in some way. I'm getting don't. I'm getting the download don't worry about it too much. Dwelling on stuff like that tends to make it increase. And you have the throat chakra, so definitely speak up your mind. Speak your mind to this person. Stand your ground. Even if it's a family member or a really close friend of yours, and it might be bittersweet to have to say goodbye to them, know that whatever happens for a reason. And then you have the simplicity card. So this is talking about just being simple. I'm getting the Leonard Skinner song, be a simple man. I'm not saying that you're male. My readings are genderless. But definitely, lead a simple life. Don't buy into the dramatics don't buy into the dramatics that people are trying to impose on you. You have the Star card in reverse, which is often talks about a lack of faith. A lack of faith and a lot of unbalanced emotions in your forefront. You can see she's got 1 foot inside the water and 1 on land, but she's dumping water out here and she's dumping water into the lake. Now, in the upright, this is hope. This is like wish fulfillment. This is all the good stuff. In the reverse, it's kind of the opposite. Like you felt like a wish didn't come true for you, or you felt like something was being held back from you. You didn't feel very balanced, definitely, and just overall a lack of wish fulfillment. Like definitely a lack of faith in a situation, whether or not that's like a spiritual faith or just a faith in a situation altogether. You felt a lack thereof. And that was in the past. In your present, you have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Now, the Wheel of Fortune in the upright means like the wheel's turning in your favor. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse is not a bad thing. A lot of people think, oh my God, like if it's upside down in the reverse, it means it's bad. No, pardon me, no. In the Wheel of Fortune in reverse is oftentimes talking about an influx in cash, money coming towards you. The wheel's spinning backwards towards you, right? You've spun all that money out. I'm getting this going on in my head for you. Just spending all that cash. Well, that money is going to come back to you some way or another. If you live in Canada, I also just looked up that our GST comes in on the 5th, so that could be where the money is coming back to you, a little bit of moolah to make up for the Christmas spending. And in the future, you have messages. 8 of Wands. This is fast, forward, unexpected messages. Oftentimes, when tarot readers get this, they kind of associate these with like Cupid's arrows shooting down. But I feel almost like because of this, with this lineup here, you have 2 major arcana, by the way, but they're both in the reverse. So it's not it's not a terrible thing. I feel like you've lost your faith in possibly, the idea that you're going to be abundant because of a family member holding you back even. But don't, because there's a message coming your way, and it's coming in fast, very fast. 8 is a number of abundance as well. So this is why I feel like this isn't a romantic pile at all. But fast moving messages coming your way, something to do where you're going to get that money coming back in. So maybe the person borrowed money from you and you never thought you'd see it again. Well, all of a sudden they message you and they're like, hey, yo, I've got that 100G or whatever, $100, 100G. Fuck, I wish, right? $100 that I owe you. So it's coming back. It's all coming back. So it might be bittersweet. Maybe you had blocked this person out of your life, even, I'm getting, for some of you. And because they wouldn't show me that money, I'm getting a lot of song references in this pile too, but definitely, like, bitch, you better have my money. So whatever the case is, this person or just the money is going to be replaced, so don't stress too much about it. It's not saying let this person back in if they've taken money and we'll give it back to you and they're not the message coming through. If this is just like random money that's coming back your way, that the universe was like, you know what, they did you dirty, karma's going to come back around, because this often talks about karma as well, the Wheel of Fortune, dealing with karma, and especially when it's an influx of money, so a karmic balance being paid out as well. So that is your read. I will get you a card. Again, think of the question for me. I'm going to count to 3 while you guys think. If you need more time, pause the video, but I can't pause my hands for you. Got to keep moving, got to keep going. So, think of your question, and then we will go from there. When I get to 3, I'm going to cut the deck, and that's all she wrote for you, alright? So, 1, 2, 3. Hello. I'm going to cut the deck. I'm not going to read any of these cards because they're all hitting the floor on me. Lost 2, but keep thinking of that question. Look, you got extra time. 1, 2, 3. There we go. We'll work with that. They were like, no, this person needs more time to ask their question. Alright. So I cut the deck, but this one stayed. That's an obvious answer right there. So no. Whatever the case is, whatever you're asking about there, that was an obvious no. And your bottom of the deck is, you are stronger and wiser than you realize. Trust your intuition. Back of the deck energy is, close your eyes and breathe. Relax your anxieties. So, whatever you ask, it's very clear. It wouldn't come off the table when I tried to pick the deck back up. That's how I know Spirit, and I got the download. Spirit said that's the card. So I knocked on it anyway, just for superstitious reasons. But this is your card. No. Okay? Yeah, and even under, like, close your eyes and breathe your anxieties, you are deserving. Good things are coming to you. So maybe you're asking about that person in the past that owed you money, and you're like, oh, are they actually going to do it? Are they actually going to bring it back? And the answer is no, but good things are coming to you. This message is coming from somewhere else that's going to reimburse you for that money that you lost. That's all that is. So, if that's your story, I would love to hear when you get that message, or if this relates to you or resonates to you at all. Leave a comment below. Try to be nice in comments, guys. I don't want to have to delete comments or turn off commenting altogether, because apparently that happens with tarot readers. People are mean. We're all light workers here, guys. All right. Pile 2. This is for you. Okay. First card, you have recovery. Have you lost something? The key to your house, maybe, or the key to your heart? Wow. Okay. So this is clearly recovery from heartbreak. I'm getting a huge download of heartbreak. You're recovering from heartbreak. This could be family heartbreak. This doesn't have to necessarily be a romantic heartbreak, but it's definitely something has hurt you. And you're clinging on to that bad juju. This is the crumbling. This is the tower in my light worker deck. And it is, what are you clinging to? This is the tower to me in the light worker deck. I mean, you have the ability to recover from whatever it is that's holding you back, is what this is saying. And with that, you have the new moon in Taurus, so you might have Taurus in your chart, or Taurus coming towards you, or you're dealing with a Taurus, but it says prosperity lies ahead. Now, prosperity doesn't necessarily have to be a financial upwind, but it could be. Maybe you're recovering a financial loss due to the times that we're in, and you're clinging to this negative thought pattern that you're never going to make it out, that you're never going to make it back. I'm getting that for somebody. If this is romantic, you're never going to heal from it. You're never going to find anybody else. This is saying, don't worry about it. Prosperity lies ahead. Now, those of you who this is a financial matter, it's very clear. Abundance is coming your way. But also abundance in love. So this could be really go either way, which is kind of cool with this pile. I like it. So those of you who are here about a money matter, mind your manners. I don't know why I'm saying manner instead of matter. So mind your manners, people. Abundance. You have abundance coming your way. So stay positive. Look at the up and up. Okay? If this is love, you have abundance and love coming your way. So stay positive. Keep your foot in that door. Keep looking for that Mr. and Mrs. Right. They're coming to you. All right? Now, your tarot cards today. This is the Wild Unknown Tarot for those of you who know or don't know. You have the Mother of Swords, which is the Queen of Swords. This is air energy. This is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You have the Chariot, which is Cancer. And then you have the Three of Cups, which is Cancers, Pisces, and Scorpios. So air and water. The Mother of Swords. This is somebody that doesn't take no shit. This is somebody that is blunt. This is somebody that puts that sword of truth down and stands firm on top of it. This is somebody that knows what they want and goes after it. Very wise. A wise person. Very honest. They see and hear more than they let on. So this is in your past energy. So this could very well be you or somebody that you've dealt with. This could be your ex. This could be an ex-partner in work, an ex-boss, whatever the case is. They have laid the law down. Either broke up with you or you broke up with them due to them being too sharp-tongued or too open and honest. That is what I'm getting as well. So whatever the case is, this person is in your past energy, and for some reason, you're a little perturbed about them. They're still running through your energy. So maybe that's what you're clinging on to. You're clinging on to this past person that's caused you hurt with their truth. It might not be your truth. It could be just their truth or their lie, other way. But I'm really getting with the truth. Somebody hurt you with the truth. And I like to, make everybody look like the angel in their reading, but unfortunately we're not all the angels in our readings, are we? No. Pardon me. But then you have the Chariot, which is like victory, success, forward movement, yin and yang as well. In a lot of other decks, the Chariot's depicted with two horses a chariot being pulled by two horses, one black horse, one white horse, one good, one bad. The black, the light, the dark, the night. The dark, the light. The black, the white. I'm tired, guys. It's been a long day. I have my kid for a week, so I'm super excited, but he wears me out like you wouldn't believe. But anyway, chariot energy, very much a spiritual energy, Cancerian energy. This is your present energy. This could just be you being very quiet with your emotions as well. Cancers tend not to let out much outside of their shell unless they're really comfortable around somebody. Same with horses for the most part as well. They can be very timid animals if they don't know who their handler is. So that's in your current energy, but this is also an energy of victoriousness and victory, and you have Taurus energy here. So you have everything but fire really going on here. But prosperity lying ahead means that you're charging full force into your prosperous times. You're charging full force into your abundance. You're letting go of the past. But what really you need to do is stop clinging on to whatever it is that you're going through that's hurting you and recover from it. You need to do some shadow work. We all do need to do shadow work. Get real with yourself. Get honest with yourself. Maybe that's what this is here, getting honest with yourself. Maybe you're very blunt with other people and you're very good at giving advice, but you're not very good at taking your own advice. So definitely look out for that. Sorry, guys. Okay. I gotta speed this up. I'm running out of battery power here. My kids run my battery dry too. But at the end of the tunnel, you've got the Three of Cups, which is often talk about reconciliation. It's also a celebrational card. You're going to see the three crows chilling up here. This is, it's the Three of Cups. It's rejoicing. It's celebratory card. It's good news on the horizon. It's company, good friends to keep. Prosperity lying ahead for you, okay? So with that being said, that would be your read, and I'm going to leave it there because I need to get out the other group's read as well. And if you want more information about this energy, please feel free to reach out to me. So think of your question. I'll cut the deck, knock on it, and give you your answer. 1, 2, 3. Your answer is you are deserving. Good things are coming to you. I read that backwards just so you know. That's how talented I am. Focus on self-love right now. Stay centered and grounded. So whatever your answer is, or whatever your question was, this is good. And underneath that, you won't be disappointed. So this is good. It's just saying you need to get grounded. You need to focus on loving yourself. Stop clinging, start recovering. Okay? Stop clinging to the past. You deserve happiness. Focus on self-love first, and then the good things will come your way. Okay? So I hope that resonated for you. If it did, please feel free to leave a comment down below so I know that I'm doing my job. Not that it's a job, it's a hobby, but it's good to know if you guys resonate and all that good stuff. So, without further ado, I will see you in a few days. Pile 3. This is your read. Okay, well, clearly this is about love. Right off the hop, you have the soulmate card. This is talking about no matter how many times you try to say goodbye to this person, you cannot say goodbye to this person. Why? Because they are your soulmate. It's that magnetic pull. It doesn't matter how, like the magnets, you can pull them apart and get them so far, and what happens as soon as you let go of that resistance? They come back together. I shouldn't clap so loud, my kid's asleep. But regardless of the fact, that's what the soulmate card energy talks about, okay? That's your root chakra. And then you have the Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guidance. So maybe you need to do some research on the Akasha soul records and everything. It might help you. But with that being said, you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. So you might be dealing with a Virgo, asking about a Virgo. You might be the Virgo. But you are good enough. So are they. You have the going forward card. Now this talks about moving forward. This talks about, not letting goodbyes come too easy. This talks about if you feel pulled, if you feel this pull to this person, they are your soulmate. They could be a twin flame. I'm getting that energy as well from this read. I don't mess with these cards either. So really, you are good enough for a soulmate. You are allowed to have a soulmate. And the path is already paved for you. So it doesn't matter how hard you try to escape a soulmate. They're gonna find you. I know that sounds creepy, but they're gonna find you. They're gonna gravitate back to you. You're gonna gravitate back to them. It's the way it works. Yeah. So you've got 2 major arcana. And we start out in the past, which is the Ace of Swords. So this is open, honest communication. Could have been between the two of you. Maybe this is the reason why you guys are not speaking anymore. Maybe this is the reason why things did not work out, because you guys were all up in your head and not enough into your heart space. The heart of the matter. The root chakra, the base, the foundation. I associate red with heart, but heart is actually the green chakra, which is kind of funny because if you notice in these colors, hopefully you're not colorblind, they're green. But anyway, with that being said, the Ace of Swords is direct, but at the same time, the Ace of Swords, it's, there's 2 sides of the blade. Not all that is honest is kind. Not all that is kind is honest. So you need to find the balance between the two. And in my world, honesty defeats all, but at the same time, love conquers all. Beside that, you also have another 1. So you have the ace here and the ace here, and then there's the King of Swords, which he has 1 sword in his card as well. So it's like 1, 1, 1. This is a magical number for you. The Magician talks about manifesting what you want, and you're in the present moment. So either this person is manifesting you back, or you are manifesting this person, subconsciously or unsubconsciously. Either way, you guys will be drawn and pulled back to each other. That's the beauty of the soulmate card. So keep that in mind. And then you have the King of Swords. So this could be somebody with air energy in their chart, or you could have air in your chart. That is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Ace of Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then the Magician, I do believe, is a Virgo card. Okay. I think the Magician might be another sign as well, but you'd have to look that up for yourself. I just remember in one of my readings it being a Virgo card, as I am a Virgo. But the King of Swords talks about, he knows what he wants. He waits patiently for it. So you might be waiting for contact from this person, or they might be waiting for contact with you. But you have the owl here, the intuition. And it's funny because in the the Wild Unknown Tarot, which is a completely different tarot deck from this, the Queen of Swords, the Mother of Swords, is actually depicted as an owl. So, kind of twisted like that. You got a lot of birds in this card as well. You got a bat, a bird, a dragonfly. So you might be into like some very interesting animals. Look up the search between, the spiritual meaning behind a bat, the spiritual meaning behind a dragonfly, the spiritual meaning behind a crow, which is often magic, which is the manifestation as well, and the spiritual meaning behind an owl, which is often intuition. The King of Swords is somebody that, is willing to go to battle, is willing to fight for a connection. The King of Swords, when he feels that it's the right thing to do, he will do it, but he also knows when to sit back. So if you're waiting for communication from somebody, I have a feeling it's not coming. You're going to have to reach out to them. Especially with the manifestation card, they're in their power and they will stay there, is what I'm getting from this. Especially with the Ace of Swords and the King of Swords combo with the Magician in the middle of it. They are in their power. If you want to know what's going on with this person, they will tell you. You got to make the effort. And that's what this is saying. And especially if you are dealing with a Virgo, I am a Virgo, I know this for myself, you got to make an effort because Virgos analyze every detail. Okay, so that is that. Now, if you're the Virgo and you're the one not reaching out as well, this to me is saying hold your ground, stay put. You're divinely guided. If you're being pulled or drawn to reach out to this person and you're not doing it, that's your Virgo being stubborn. But your guidance is divinely guided. So if your intuition is saying reach out, message them, reach out, message them. If your guidance is saying stay put and be in this King of Swords energy, be in that King of Swords energy, because what is meant for you will not pass you by. Now, if this is somebody dealing with a Virgo, flip that around. Because if the Virgo is in this state of power, in this magician state of mind, they're not coming out of it because what's meant for them isn't going to pass them by. So you need to reach out to them, is what I'm getting for that as well. And going forward, whatever happens, you're on the right path. Okay? So whether you're being told to leave them alone, leave them alone. They might not be your soulmate. It can go either way with the reading. So I'm going to do the question and answers. So I'm going to count to 3. You're going to ask my cards a question out loud in your head, whatever you feel like it. I'm going to cut the deck, knock on it, and then you will have your answer. So, 1, 2, 3. You are not supposed to know the answer yet. I feel like this has a lot to do with you trusting your intuition. Don't sacrifice who you are and your own values. Stay true to yourself. And then right under that, ego may be influencing your choices right now. So I feel like this is more the opposite energy. Somebody sitting in an ego position, or your energy if you're not dealing with a Virgo. But the Virgo is good enough, just so we're clear. And the Virgo is your manifestation. But you're not supposed to know the answers. You need to make that decision for yourself. This could be a soulmate, but you're only going to know if you reach out to them. And sitting in your ego, which it doesn't always have to be like a prideful thing. It could be fear, the fear of the unknown. It's safe for you to follow your heart. You're being guided. Close your eyes and breathe your anxieties. Follow your heart. Your guidance is divinely guided. You can't make that up. Yeah, you can't make it up. So that is your read. If you guys liked it, please leave a comment down below. Let me know if it resonated for you, what resonated for you, any of that good stuff. Let me know if you like the read, because the only way I'm going to keep doing them is if I get, some good feedback going on here.